I thought I turned my camera on. Like, all right.
On now.
Yeah, shalom, man, shalom, man.
Shalom, 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 shalom.
Good to be here. How you doing, brother?
I am good, my brother. I am good. How are you?
Blessed, man.
All praises.
Yeah, blessed, man. It's good to be here. It's winding down. Whew,
Yep.
man,
Winding
yeah,
down.
it is winding down, man.
How old folks say it's getting 9 in the evening.
Exactly. I'm gonna have to try to figure out what I'm gonna do with myself.
Yeah. I know what I'm gonna do with myself. I'm gonna sleep, y'all.
Man, look, girl. It is because it be late for you too, don't it,
Bro,
man? Like
I be taking
it's
them
just
old people nap.
7:30 here. It's actually 8:30 there for you, right?
Yeah, it's 8:30 now. We normally jump off around 10:30 ish. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Take me in.
Starting to fill up. It's starting to fill up. She
Uh,
is Mahalik Yahoo Shalom Asa Yahoo Shalom. McCall Bathia Shalom. Yeah. My man Jamil is in the house. Jamil, how you doing, brother?
yeah.
How are
Jamil
you
the Trump
doing?
Rally.
Is that Charmin album? Is it out yet, man? I know.
I don't know. I know she
Uh,
did release, I think the Light Hebrew magazine posted a link to her newest single. I don't know if that was a link to the album. I will have to go check. But I
okay,
don't think um
okay. I'm highly anticipating it for real. That lady has a beautiful voice, man.
it's
Yeah, beautiful voice. I am anticipating it, man. Uh,
it's,
yeah, Obadiah. I mean, yeah, Obadiah is fell in the house. Shalom, brother. Shalom.
we got 38 people in the building.
Man,
Bro, I'm telling you, each week we get closer to to signing off from lives. And
you're
look,
right.
nine's down to
That's
37. It
what
get
I'm gonna tell you.
weirder and weirder, bro.
Yeah, that is crazy.
These
Yeah,
agent provocateurs, man. I'm telling
that's
you.
exactly what it is,
Be
man.
watching.
That is exactly what it is. But hey,
Jump on
um,
in.
yo, man, we got some good topics to talk about tonight. I shout out to Ayob today. I said,
I
I
got them
shout,
Jones about what? Noon.
yeah, probably one your time because I think it
Yeah,
was about noon my time. I shout out to
check your email, Aki. I said, there they go. There they go.
Yeah, it's about I never did shoot her to but not because she not gonna be here. I said,
Right,
well,
right.
that makes sense to me even.
Shoot them on
Yeah,
to the Ock. Shoot them on.
yeah.
But hey,
Sitting
by this
down.
time, hey, this thing running like a well-oiled machine. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Uh,
man.
what was I about to say? Oh yeah, but now she got these no call, no shows. I think this the third one. I think I might she might have to come see HR.
All right,
Yeah,
HR and HR.
yeah. HR gonna have to come up in HR, man, for real. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, boy,
It's good,
that's
man. I
funny.
talked to Safar today. He told me to tell you what's happening as well, man. But
All
yeah,
praises.
mhm,
Akasafar.
yeah,
Yeah, I text him every now and then. He be sending me the emoji peeking out the clouds.
yeah. That
I
dude
said,
does
I
something
said, boy,
else.
you being hiding.
Yeah, yeah,
He be
yeah.
like, I'm out the way, Ak. I'm out the way. I
And
said, I
that's what
feel
he
you.
doing too.
That's
Yeah,
the place to be. Out
that's what he
the
doing.
way.
I heard somebody say something the other day. Three no call, no shows. You did.
You did.
Exactly. I heard somebody the other day describe themselves. I was listening to an interview.
Uh-huh.
Zero, you know Zero, don't you?
Yeah.
I was listening to an interview he was giving on this show. I believe it's called Dialogue,
All the dialogue. Yeah.
and dude made a comment about himself, and I've been trying to explain myself for the longest, and I couldn't. He said, "I am an introvert that poses as an extrovert."
Right.
Said that's me.
Yep.
That is me. Like
Yeah.
I tell my family all the time I'm really an introvert, and they all give me that side eye because I really can talk to anybody. I can hold conversations with just, but I like to deal with people when I want to deal with them. I
Yeah,
don't,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It took for a
Right,
long
right.
time. I really didn't like people like yo, to believe it or not. You know what
Bro,
I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, you know,
bro,
yeah.
listen.
And so, when people meet me, they, I smile, I'm cordial, I'm nice, I can hold great
Absolutely.
conversation, but at the same time, dude, I can go off and be by myself, and I don't
And
need to talk to
be
nobody.
good with it.
And
I promise you.
good,
I
yeah,
promise
just
you.
me and my family for real. You know what I'm saying? I said I am an introvert that poses as an extrovert. I said that he couldn't have coined that no better, dude.
Right, right, right.
Jamil say, I still don't like
I
people. Come on.
listen, I was just about to say I've always loved and liked people, but when I got older and especially when I started working, I learned that there is a difference between love and like.
Fun.
You can love your
I
brothers and
love them.
sisters,
Yeah, don't like them.
but
Yep.
if I don't like you,
Yeah.
listen, that's a
Yeah.
different type of like. So yeah,
Mhm.
I'm like you out, man. I like to be around people. I can,
Yeah. Yeah.
what I'm
That's
saying,
what
come.
my wife tell me all the time. She said, "You're a horrible friend." That's what she tell me. Cause
My wife say,
I got these ways, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
uh, and look, it's I
It ain't
have
that I
these,
be being funny. It's
yeah,
just I just
and and then I don't think
these ways.
and don't think twice about it. Like I just
Right.
see it's just regular to me. Like I don't be trying to send you the voicemail, but if I send you the voicemail and forget to call you back, I'm
You know
sorry.
what I'm saying? That's me, man.
I'm good. I promise you. Like,
And
don't
people
take it.
be like,
Don't take it
yeah,
personal.
but
Don't take
I
it
don't
personal.
have no problem with you.
I,
Matter of fact, I love you. It's
I
just
love
like
you.
you say, I love you.
Love you. I just
Just got these ways, man.
right, right.
I remember growing up, true story. You know, when the niggas say true story, you gotta be like,
Like what you gonna tell us an
I
untrue
know,
story?
right? Yeah, true story, man. My mom was something else, and a lot of the ways that I got, I know I get them from her. Stayed in West Dallas, PJs, dude, and projects are not all that big to begin with, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got the front door. In the front door, set of stairs to go upstairs to the bedroom, living room, and kitchen. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else, right? Dude, we be in that house, man. Folks will come knock on that door, talking family. I'm talking my mama friends. I'm talking insurance, man, because back then
Insurance
insurance dudes.
he
I'm
come
not,
to the front door.
dude. My mama would sit in that house and not answer that door, and she'll say with a loud voice,
Look at that. See, are you gang star? That's probably somebody who don't even know who Gangstar is.
"Man,
They
kick
just
him a
Googled it.
like, yeah."
They just Googled it right quick. Let me see what I
Yeah,
can say. This something that's equimsical
every
and funny.
week, boy. Every
Are
week,
you
man.
Gangstar? Okay, respect from Illy in the building. All right. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
let's see what happened when they come
Hey,
from the timeout.
but yeah, she would say with a loud voice, like, yo, don't
Mm-hmm.
you answer that door. And she'll say it loud enough to who on the other side of the door
Can
can
hear.
hear her say, don't you answer that door. So they like on the outside, like, we hear you, right? But
She
and if
can.
you know my mama, you ain't even want to look at that door. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just turn your back
Oh
to the
my
door.
gosh, boy. Man, yeah, you don't even be tempted to open it because if you open it,
Man,
boy, oh my
you open
gosh.
that door. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man.
Oh, my mama, man. I miss that lady, man. But say, let's get it going, man. Let's get it going. As
Yeah,
we saw
yeah.
last week, when we get to talking and having a good time, that time do roll by fast.
Indeed.
Man, last 2 weeks been kind of good, man. I
Yeah,
kind of
man.
like laid backness. It's
Yeah,
just been
yeah.
like a
Chill.
85 Fleetwood.
Yeah.
Just
Like a
yep.
Merlot
Yo,
Broham.
Yup, exactly. But yeah, let's get it, man. We was talking college football playoffs before it was
Yeah.
time. What we got there, man? How that's looking?
Man, the college football playoffs is set Friday, December the 19th. You got number 9, Alabama at number 8, Oklahoma. The next day on the 20th, you got number 10, Miami Hurricanes at the number 7, Texas A&M. Also, the game after that in Ole Miss, Oxford, Mississippi, you got number 11, Tulane at number 6, Ole Miss. Then rounding that Saturday off the late game in Oregon, you got James Madison. Now, the winners of those 4 games will meet all of the number 1 seeds and conference champions that do not play this week or next weekend. They'll have a bye, which is Ohio State, Texas Tech, Indiana, and Georgia. Everybody knows, if you're not up on it, Indiana beat Ohio State in the Big Ten championship. So the Cotton Bowl will be the winner of the Alabama Oklahoma against Ohio State. In the Orange Bowl, the winner of Miami and Texas A&M will play against Texas Tech. In the Rose Bowl, the winner of Tulane and Ole Miss will play Indiana. And rounding that out in the Sugar Bowl will be the winner of James Madison and Oregon against Georgia. So yeah, and then the winner of those 4 games will play each other for the eventual national championship, which I want to say it will be the semifinals.
Did you say James, the winner out of James Madison and
The winner
Oregon
of
is going to
James
play Ohio
Madison will play
State?
Georgia in Sugar Bowl. I believe I got that right.
Man, my bracket must be wrong because my bracket got the winner out of James Madison and Oregon in the Orange Bowl playing Texas
Playing
Tech.
Texas Tech. Okay, okay. See, told you. See, I think yours. Yeah, this might be. I might be a little. I might be a little mixed up, but
Yeah,
nevertheless,
right.
next Friday you got 4 games. I
You
think.
know what's scary about Texas Tech being and this is me. I want to hear
Man,
your opinion on it because I'm looking at Indiana
they.
balled all year. Indiana balled all year.
Yeah, they beat Ohio, bro. They beat Ohio State.
Georgia looked every bit the part this
Yeah,
year as well.
they
They
do.
defense is all to me, man. They got to they for the last 3-4 years, Georgia has had an NFL defense, right?
This the last 2 games they've looked like the Georgia of past.
Mm-hmm.
First of the year, halfway through, I was like, I just don't see that physicality and explosive and speed. But now against Alabama, the conference championship, it's gonna be hard to beat them boys. It's gonna be hard to beat them.
A lot of people are not understanding that this how when we be talking about corporations and stuff, right? Corporations don't die, right? People
Yeah,
die, but corporations don't die. Um, the only thing that's the same about Alabama is the name Alabama,
right,
the
right.
corporation. This is not Nick Saban's Alabama.
Heck
Uh,
no.
and you got so many people that are Alabama fans, of
Right.
course, you know what I'm saying, and they still live it. And the same thing with that, and I can legitimately use Dallas Cowboys in this as well. Still going off of what has been done in the past, you know what I'm saying, and
Mm-hmm.
blah blah blah. Right? It is not the same,
Right.
and Alabama has been caught up to. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, well, I want to add this. There's 2 things about Alabama that is missing this year. First of all, against the first game against the Florida State Seminoles, which is my favorite team. For one thing that was evident on defense, you got to catch Alabama the first couple games where they're still kind of getting because they got some absolute freaks
oh
on
yeah, they
defense. I
still some
mean,
monsters.
DNs, linebackers, they some
Yes,
monsters. So
yes.
their defense is kind of rounding into shape, except they normally have 1 or 2 playmakers in the linebacker and secondary that's just that dude. They don't
Mhm.
have that this year, like you were saying.
Right,
And
right,
lastly, on offense, whether it's over the years, Mark Ingram, Trent Richardson, Derrick
right,
Henry,
right,
Jameer Gibbs. Look at what Jameer Gibbs is doing at the Lions. My
right.
point is, they normally have that dog at running back. This
Mhm.
year, They don't have that. They just
Exactly.
don't have it.
Exactly. And it's not
So
that they're not gonna get it back because
right,
Alabama is
right.
still a sexy, sexy school to
But
go
that
to.
goes to your point, though. What you were saying. That's why I wanted to make that point. It goes to
Right,
your point that
right. They ain't
they
going nowhere,
they ain't going nowhere. They
but
just
they are
not the
not a school
corporation.
to be feared
Right,
like they had been in the past, is
right,
all that I'm saying.
right,
Yeah.
right,
Which
right.
in my opinion, it makes college football so much better
Better.
because what they always talk about is sports, you want that parity. You know
Yep,
what I'm saying?
yep,
So
yep. And that's
um
definitely been this year. That's definitely
yeah,
been this year.
man, it's
A
been
lot of parity.
awesome. It's been awesome.
Yeah,
You know, with that Manning boy at Texas, he came along.
that's
I was a hard critic on him, and
yep.
I
Me
don't
too.
regret it, right? Because they gave him too much too soon. But I always said, Ayob, that I do believe he's going to come into a great quarterback at some point, but he
Yep.
was not there yet.
Not
And I
yet.
was sick of them white analysts
Giving
already
them all the praise.
giving him all the praise for stuff that he hadn't done yet, that he gonna be a Heisman runner and out the dude at when the season started, he could not play.
Yeah.
Give some good credit to the coach there at Texas, man.
Steve Sarkisian.
Starkazian, or
Yep.
however you
Yep.
pronounce that crazy
Yeah.
name. That dude there has coached him into being a good
Yes.
quarterback. I believe
Absolutely.
the next year, because this tail end of this season, Texas turned it on, man.
They did. They
And I
did.
feel like if they hadn't lost against Florida,
They would
I
have.
think
Yeah.
Florida was the thing that hurt them the most, man,
Yep.
because
Yep.
you
I agree.
can't lose against Florida.
I agree.
And
I
it's an
agree.
in-conference game too, and Florida wasn't worth nothing. So there was no way, you know what I'm saying, that they could be looked at to get in. But I think next year in that
Yeah.
SEC, and they done brought that rivalry back too. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I think with Texas and Oklahoma, man, like it's supposed
Yeah.
Texas, Oklahoma, Miss SEC
That's
going SEC is the
oh,
division to beat,
that's
man.
yeah. And then you got the Big Ten right behind it, but the ACC, with what's the last ACC? Florida State in 2013, Jameis Winston's freshman year. So, the SEC is the top dog. You got the Big Ten with Michigan and Penn State and Ohio State, and then right behind it, the ACC is right there with, Miami, Florida State. You got a couple others that normally, Virginia Tech now got uh, Coach Franklin that Penn State fired. So look for V Tech in the next year or two to kind of be like they used to when they had Michael Vick in the early
Right,
2000s, mid
right.
2000s. They was a formidable foe in the ACC. Then you got the Big 12. Hopefully, I think the recruiting has went down for Colorado because it's just like you said. It ain't. You said it a couple episodes ago. It's just not '90s Colorado no more.
Mm-hmm.
And Dion is having trouble getting the big time
Mm-hmm.
that got good players, but you need that one or two
Mm-hmm.
dogs
You
on
got to
defense
get
and
that
offense
dogs.
that can get other people out there. So I think that moves the Big 12 down, where now you got the American Conference. Look at James Madison.
Man.
You got some of these teams that could get a
SMU,
couple. SMU,
smooth.
that was
Yeah,
nearly pretty much was dead with the death
yeah,
penalty in the
yeah.
90s. Now they're making a comeback. So, like you said, it bodes for great parity. It bodes for great balance. Georgia, Alabama, Ohio State, they got to play now. They can't just get five dudes on both sides of the ball going to in the first round, the second round. Now some of those guys are going to James Madison, Tulane, Ole Miss. So yeah, we'll see, man. It's going to get interesting next Friday and on through January. So
So before we move on from college, question I have for you is of the four number one seeds, who do you feel is more likely to be upset?
I, I just I really feel like each number one. I feel like Texas Tech has something to prove. Indiana has something to prove, which they already have, but they still like, nah. that championship game for the Big Ten against Ohio State. We got more to prove. I think Kirby Smart will have Georgia ready. So to answer your question, I think Ohio State is likely the one to get upset with the Big Ten championship loss against Indiana having some type of hangover. You know what I'm saying? Because
Tulane or Mississippi, Ole Miss could beat. I mean, no, I'm sorry. You believe? Nah. You think A&M or Miami could get Ohio State in the
yeah,
second
and
round?
I,
You believe
I
A&M
honestly,
could
and
beat
I'm not
A&M?
saying this because I'm a Florida State fan and I don't like
Mm,
Miami. I don't think this is going to be a good game. I don't think Miami has not. Miami struggled this year against a couple teams that they. I mean, look, Florida State. They only beat us by 6 points, even though it's a rivalry game. They should have blown us out by 50 points, but they didn't. So with that being said, A&M's defense. I just don't think Miami's ready for that, man. And they haven't seen nothing. So saying that to
yeah,
say,
I agree with you on that Texas Miami. I wholeheartedly.
yeah,
And which I don't know, man. I think we was talking about it earlier,
mm-hmm.
and I could be wrong. We was talking about James Madison. You talk about a Cinderella. You talk about Texas Tech being a young team too, and I'm with you. They do got a lot.
Yeah, I think Texas Tech is just. I mean, when was the last time we even had conversation
Mark
about
Leach, Mike Leach,
and Pat Mahomes? Those are the
and
only
Pat
times you
Mahomes.
really even think about Texas. Now I think
Right,
they got that chip on their shoulder. Like, look, we belong. So it's
right,
hard to see them getting beat. I just think Ohio
yeah,
State.
yeah.
If Ohio State would have beat Indiana, there's no drop off. I just think there's a drop off there with that, like the hangover. I think they just, if they come out first, second quarter and only up 10-7, 10-6, like that, like they did against Indiana, I just think they have a hangover aspect there. But we'll see. You never know. They may come out.
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I'm just looking at James Madison being 12, beating the number 5 Oregon, going up in there against Tech. You know what I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
that's gonna make a great game
Yeah.
too, because you
You're
know what
right,
builds confidence is winning, dude.
man. And
So
people sleep on James Madison, bro.
people
They
sleep on
good,
that
man.
factor. Yeah,
They
so
good, bro.
yeah, yeah. So that's just my opinion, and uh I'm not disagreeing with you at all on that, man. Just
That's
stay
a,
with college right now, man. You coach at
uh,
Michigan, man. This
yeah. I saw Yahoo. He'll like this being an Ohio State man and being from Ohio. Yeah, old
that's why he said that. I knew you was
why he said that. There go my mic dropped off. That's why he said that. But yeah, I saw everybody out there. Head coach from Michigan State, which is one of the brothers. I mean, Michigan. Sorry, not Michigan State. University of Michigan Wolverines has now, with cause, been fired by Michigan. And that report came out around 5 p.m. today. Uh, he was, I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, defensive coordinator under Jim Harbaugh when they won it in 2022,
mm-hmm,
23. They won
mm-hmm.
the national championship. Jim Harbaugh left, went back to the NFL, and they promoted one of the brothers, Mr. Sharon, into head coach. Did good. He didn't make the CFP this year, but apparently he was let go. He had uh, inappropriate relationships with one of the staff members, and he has been fired by the University
The
of
staff
Michigan.
member fired as well.
So what now?
The staff member fired as well.
Good question. Good question. I their mom on that part of it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
I, but it's adultery. This start
yeah,
there. Because he
yep.
is married.
He is married.
It's
Absolutely, he is
adultery.
married. Yep,
So this is law breaking by all
yep.
means, right?
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
it's not condoned whatsoever. But they're not law keepers either.
Right, right.
And bro, I don't know what causes a man to do what they do or a woman to do what they do. I don't know if she's married or whatever. The only picture that we found was the picture that we found of her,
Yeah.
on IG. If there's a picture to be found, IG, Twitter, and all of them gonna find it and post it. We know that the mainstream media is not gonna post it, especially with her being a cave woman, right?
Right.
But at the same time, they grown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
It's
Like,
they grown people.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
But the AD is saying it's against the University of Michigan policy,
policies.
which I guess they got probably in their contract. I know Obadiah.
Hey,
I, you, I, I'm thinking you're gonna say Gentile or Snow Bunny, say cave woman. But
my bad.
okay, so now with their adults, okay, Michigan as the workplace. They're deeming it as this is the workplace. You can't fraternize with staff. Okay, I get that. But I ask you a question, even though he married, the my thing is secular world, don't make marriage the issue now. Y'all ain't cared about if the coach is married before when all the other ones undid this stuff. Y'all ought to be bringing the wife into it. Now, my question to you and everybody, if this lady would have been a sister, would have publicized this? I don't think they would. I think they would have. It would have. We'd have been. It would have happened at midnight tonight. We'd have woke up in the morning with that news, and everybody would be like, "What?" And then a few days by next week with the college football playoffs, we'd forgot about it.
I don't even think he'd have probably been fired. I don't even think it'd have made
Okay.
news if it had been a
All
sister.
right. Okay. Okay. That's what I
Really
was.
don't. Same
I,
thing it is with a dude. I'd always say his name wrong. Dude that was at Boston, the coach at Boston, Aduka. He coached in Houston right now.
Ime Idoka. Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with him, man. Like,
Right.
the thing that bothers me is that when these type of events happen, and again, I'm not condoning it
Right.
whatsoever.
Of course. Yeah.
Wrong is wrong, but it's always they always villainize the black guy as
Yep.
if you
He's a monster.
know
Yeah.
right. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying? And like, before we got on, you were saying that you saw something where he's been arrested. Now I'm
Yeah.
curious
Right.
as what she is saying now.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? I know it's fraternizing, but not shalom, baby. Shalom.
Chanel, but now gonna come with the HR legal terms,
Right, right.
which again, that's what
Right, right.
that
And that's what they're
clause
saying.
in the
Yeah.
paperwork says, look, if
Yeah.
you ever
And see, that's one of
fraternize,
them that they put in there
right,
to move
right,
certain ones around
right,
because you can look at this almost like what's his name? Pete Hedges headset. He
headset,
just
yeah,
got rid of a black
captain,
high
lieutenant,
ranking
and
officer.
yep, yep,
Yeah, just not long ago. You
yep,
dig what I'm saying?
yep,
Just last week, man.
yep,
You look at you're gonna always have that pissed off white guy who is upset that this black guy's in this position, whatever
right,
position that is,
right,
and he want that position. And what he do is he is going to go cry to somebody that's over it and go and find something. Go read the book of Daniel too.
there you
When
go,
hey, go read the book of Daniel when they went to Cyrus and was like, hey, let's make this law
yep,
that nobody could pray to no other God,
yep,
ask no other God anything but you. And they did that specifically knowing who Daniel prayed to, how
yep,
often he prayed, and that he made his prayers always publicly.
yep,
And he had no idea what they
yeah,
was
what they
doing.
were doing,
Cyrus did not know, and he signed it. And then they brought him to him, and he was like, "Man, what
I
have I
got,
done?"
I
We
gotta
can
honor
look
it,
at these situations like this here. You
yep,
know what I'm saying? Like,
absolutely, great
she
point,
could definitely be a Delilah who was sent to knock
absolutely,
him off of his game to get him out of that position now that we can get this white guy in the position You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? So he can start moving. And it's just, you
Yeah.
know, me randomly talking. You know what
No,
I'm
no,
saying? It's just
I,
they do these things.
yeah, absolutely. And I feel that scenario. That's a great take because we're not going to be the only two so-called African American or so-called black or so-called white or Caucasian that's going to be thinking this. This narrative, you're going to hear this again on podcasts and sportscasts. People are going to be thinking like, "Hey, what are they telling her behind the scenes?" Cause again, it came out that they fired him with cause, meaning they had a reason. The reason was him. That's with cause. He did something to get fired and terminated. Now it came. Then they started showing her picture. Then after that, about 20 minutes before we came on, it was like he was being arrested for some kind of charge. And I was like, wow, just back to boom, 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 boom. So just like that. So who knows? Like I said, by the time we wake up in the morning, this could be a whole nother thing. And who knows? With the whole coaching carousel in college football, Urban Meyer once with Ohio State, then went to Florida, got let go, then went to Jacksonville Jaguars and got caught drunk and cheating on his wife. Hey, what if he come back and coach for Michigan? That'll be some money making. Michigan and Ohio State. Going Urban Meyer coaching for Michigan against Ohio State, the old team he used to coach for.
Right,
That's a money maker in 2026,
right,
2027.
right.
So,
Exactly.
like I said, who knows that she wasn't sent in as a Delilah to get him out? Because now the $12 million they was on the hook for, they ain't gotta pay him that.
Exactly.
So bro done messed up his money. Like
Yeah.
you cheated on your wife and you like, come on, bro. Like,
Yeah.
dang, not
One more college news, yo, before we move. We got to talk about this because this is something that we have talked about months and Sundays on here. Notre Dame. Notre Dame upset about being snubbed from the playoffs, college football playoffs. Particularly, they are upset with the ACC for lobbying for Miami over them. What's your thoughts, Zach?
quit crying and join the ACC. You join the ACC, Notre Dame in basketball and volleyball and swimming, every sport except football. You know why? Because Notre Dame, which is not just a Catholic school or university, but it is a Jesuit. So they get far as the Fighting Irish. When you talk about a brand, one of the best and biggest and longest running brands in college sports, period, is the ND Power ND locale. Everybody knows what that is, and the Fighting Irish mascot. That is a brand. So there are publishing deals, TV deals that they get far as football that brings in the most people 50,000, 50,000, 55,000 people, and the most viewers, a million or so people, by staying independent. So you want your Kate and Edith too. You want Kate, she the pretty one, she the socializer, she's the great looker. But then Edith is the one that can cook. She ugly, but she can cook and
Mhm,
she like to talk to. You can't have
mhm,
both. You got to choose one. So Miami did beat Notre Dame in the first game of the season. However, Notre Dame only two losses was against Miami, which was highly ranked, and I want to say it was Texas or someone else that was highly ranked. They've or Oklahoma. I think they lost against Oklahoma. So both teams they lost against is in the college football playoffs. So I feel them, but join the conference. Don't be pouting and whining
Yeah,
now.
that's what I was gonna say. Me myself personally, I don't feel them.
Yeah,
Like,
join the conference.
I don't feel them. I guess I could feel them in the sense of if I was a fighting Irish in Notre Dame or something like that, right? Nobody want to be left out. But
Right.
my thing
Join the
is,
conference.
you watch college football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Every year Notre Dame come in ranked high, regardless of what their season was like the year before. They come in ranked high, which gives them one step ahead of everybody else, particularly in the ACC, to make it to the CFP always. and they normally will have a very, very soft schedule because if you're not in a conference, then that means that you
Right.
can pretty much pick and choose who you're
Who you
going to
want?
play. You can dodge those. Hey, how you doing? You can dodge those. You can dodge those heavy hitters. You dig what I'm saying? You don't
Yeah.
have to put yourself on the schedule with those big teams, man.
Right.
Meaning, and it's just like how high school coaches do it. You know, you'll have a high school coach that'll coach at a high school for 30 years, go to the playoffs every year, but never win a
Never won
championship.
the championship.
Why? Because he schedules soft games to make sure
Yep.
his team get to the playoffs every
Yep.
year,
Yep. Yep.
which is job security.
Yep.
And so you look at Notre Dame, man, like who in the playoffs? Hey, baby, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. All
Just
right.
make way for
Yeah, yeah.
Tyrone Couple.
I had to give me some sugar.
Oh, y'all fraternizing.
Right, right. Yo said we fraternizing.
Yes, I'm a
But yeah, you look at who is in the playoffs, man, and the games that they played. You tell me who deserves to be put out to allow Notre Dame in? None,
right. Right.
none,
No,
not
I
a play.
mean, hey, I'd have put him in over Miami. I'm just saying, that's me. That's me. Because I don't like
Yeah,
I
I
don't
guess.
I
I guess my hatred for Notre Dame is so deep,
right.
man.
And mine for Miami is like that. Hey, I just but again, I think if you look at both, like, I don't know. I think Notre Dame if Alabama gets in, Notre Dame gets in, bro.
Mhm.
Alabama, y'all got three. Y'all lost to Florida State. Florida State ended up 5-7.
I think this was really a wake up though, and I don't think that they're going to do anything about it. But I do believe that this was the committee saying, "Look, you need to join the conference too,"
Yeah.
because you think about it. Go back to what you were saying about all the endorsements that they make with that brand.
Yes. Yes.
All of that is coming directly to
That
them,
to
and
them.
nobody. So why do you want me to reward you
You right.
by coming into our
Our yeah. Yep.
ICFP,
Yep.
right, in the
Yep.
playoffs, and you're not sharing really none of the pot at all with
Right.
nobody. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
That's
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 yeah. But I'm saying that's like with Florida State and Clemson last year to leave the ACC. Their exit fee was like 10 mil a piece.
right, right.
Just to leave.
Just to leave.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because with them, especially Florida State, well, Clemson too, them big
Clemson, that's a
schools,
brand. That's
you
big. Yeah.
taking a lot of 10 mil
Wow.
really wasn't enough when you
No.
think about it.
Right. Right. And they're doing the same thing with Notre Dame. They saying, look, do you know? Have y'all seen y'all bottom line revenue for 5 games on NBC? Do you know how much money we got to get some of that? That's what the ACC is
Yeah,
saying. And Notre Dame is like, no, that's ours. That's
right,
our name.
right.
So just join the conference and
But
do a
see,
5-year contract.
and according to what it is that I got in front of me right now, the ACC been holding back on a lot of giving them a lot of prime time spots. And
Right.
when you look at this year, man, you hadn't seen Notre Dame in a
Right.
lot of them prime time spots
Right.
that they have, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like, hey,
Right.
we gonna starve you out. I don't care how big Notre Dame is; they not bigger than the ACC.
That's
They're
right.
not bigger than college
College
football.
football. Right.
No, they're not.
Right. Right. That's right. So you're right though. You're right though. They stop whining, stop crying, just join the conference, pay the fees.
I might have to take this clip and edit it over there on Motalk.
Yeah, for
Let me
real. That was a good take.
just,
But I mean,
yeah,
it's true though. Y'all the only ones that didn't play a conference championship game. So you were
yeah,
sitting at home when
yeah, the
Ohio
only
State,
one. Yeah,
Indiana, Miami when they was playing. And
yeah,
but their argument is Miami didn't play in the ACC championship either. So they have an argument there. I get it. I get that. And this is why I was saying I would have put Notre Dame in. They both didn't play a conference championship, but Notre Dame beat some more formidable opponents and lost to
mhm,
more formidable opponents because the
yeah,
one loss that's hurting Miami was SMU. SMU was not even ranked.
right,
So
right.
we'll see how it goes.
So,
We'll see.
yeah, we
We'll
shall
see.
see. We
We'll see.
shall. Well, with that being said, people, that is go
Can we
ahead.
do one? Can we do one more? I gotta
Yes, sir.
mention this, and I know we gotta move on. Where it's at? Where it's at? Uh, dang. Y'all, your boy Shador Sanders has been
Yeah, yeah,
named
yeah, 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 yeah,
starter
yeah,
for the
yeah, yeah,
remainder of the
yeah.
season.
I don't even know how I missed that.
Shador Sanders completed 23 of 42 pass attempts for a season high
Hey,
364 yards passing and 3 touchdowns this past weekend against the Tennessee Titans in the losing matter. Now they lost the game. He did throw an interception in the third quarter, his third of the season. Um, and he has been named starter for the remainder of the season. I wanted to mention that, and I'm a hush, but I wanted to get your take on that before we move on because I know you was excited about that. Because I know
yeah,
I was. I know that's your man.
yeah,
I know that's your
very
boy.
excited for Shador, man. Shador has broken 3 records in 3 games. Every
Jesus
game he done
Christ.
played
He
in,
broke
he
it.
has broken a record in, man. The first time a player has done something in Cleveland. Um, the thing is, man, with Shador Sanders and the Cleveland Browns, you have got to ask yourself the question, what would they be if they had started him
Eight and
from the
four,
very beginning?
9-3.
What would they be if they had started him from the very beginning, man? So, we're gonna see this young man get better and better because and um Kevin Stefanski, there
Oh,
are not next year.
I if listen, to answer your question, if he would have started the first and second game of the season, I say no less than 8-4 right now. If Shador can win out or only lose 1 or 2 games in the next 6-7 games, 6 more games,
Mhm.
Kevin Stefanski will be fired. He will not be there. Somebody's head got to
I think
roll.
he's gonna be fired regardless because I think the fan base is so done
They
with
are. You're
him.
right.
It's
Good point.
business now.
Good point.
It's
You're right.
gonna be a bit. We like you, Kevin. This is not personal. This is business. I believe that if
Good point.
Cleveland come back next year with Kevin Stefanski as the head coach, man,
Oh man.
yeah,
Oh
I
man.
believe that they subject to burn that city down, man. Like,
Right.
yeah,
They
like,
probably
like
would.
for real,
You're right.
dude. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think he gonna be gone, and I believe he know he gonna be gone. But this
Yeah.
is the difference between white people and black people. He's gonna be hid up under the bushes for a
Yep.
long time, and then he gonna resurface somewhere. Watch what I tell you, man.
Yep.
He gonna resurface somewhere.
Offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, somewhere.
This Notre Dame coach, I mean, this Michigan coach, man, this
Mm.
potentially could be the end of his
Oh,
coaching career
it's
for
a
real.
wrap.
You know
It's
what
a
I'm
wrap.
saying?
He'll have to coach at the middle school or high school. For
Right,
real.
right,
And that's not
right,
being funny. He
right.
will.
Yeah,
That's he ain't
yeah,
gonna coach nowhere.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I just wanted to add that in there. I meant to mention that earlier, but
Yeah. I'm surprised I missed it because
yeah,
everybody know I've been on that shit
I
door.
know. We've been on that Shador train, but
I've been on
keep
that shit
climbing
door.
Shador,
Right?
man.
I done
You got
turned
it,
they
bro.
with the lids and bought me a Cleveland Brown cap,
I'm
man.
telling you,
That's
man. Yeah, Shador.
yeah.
Keep climbing, brother. Keep
Yes,
climbing, man.
sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But with that being said, that is it for the sports field, man. What we got? What we got? What we got? Let's anything before we get into these topics, man.
Nope.
Oh, it's just time to get to them. It's
Time
time
to
to
get
get
to
to them.
him. Let's get
All
it.
right then. This was a social media sighting that I came across it, but it was an actual story. When I first saw it, I did not know if it was real or not because there's so many of these that happen, and I'd be like, okay, so this got to be clickbait, but no, it was not clickbait. It was 100% real. Um, Obadiah, the cave woman's name was. Let me get her name. Right. Let me get her name. Let me get her name. Man, her name that far down there. I know they got her name in here. I can't tell you what her name was, but she is a worker that worked the Cinnabon.
Oh,
Let's talk.
shoot. Crystal Wilsey. Walsey. Wilsey?
Not in that article right there, man. It's Crystal. What is it again?
Wilfey. Crystal Wilsey.
Yeah, she
Wowsy.
just as crazy as her last name. Let's
Yeah.
check. Let's check out this. Let's check out this video, man. Let's check this chick out, man.
I'm gonna record you. Yes.
Do you want me to throw water on you? I am racist.
So idiot for
And
real.
you are an
Idiot. No,
I
I'm
am
not.
racist, and I'll say that to the whole entire world. Don't be disrespectful.
You ruin your life, by the way.
Oh,
Bye.
you talking about respect? You talking about respect? You are fired from this place, man. You're not gonna be working here.
The TikTok video shows the Cinnabon worker Inish Wabadan making offensive statements and gestures and calling herself a racist. The person who posted the video says she started recording after the employee started making derogatory statements about her hijab, the headscarf that many Muslim women wear. In a statement tonight, Cinnabon said, quote, the individual seen in the video was immediately terminated by the franchise owner. Their actions and statements are completely unacceptable and in no way reflect the values of Cinnabon, our franchisees, or the welcoming environment we expect for every guest and team member.
I am racist.
Go ahead.
I just before you go, who Ash Wanabon, Wisconsin? What the who?
That's the same thing I said too, bro.
Where is that?
Yeah, that
They might have been the only two Somalia black people left. The Ash Wanabon. Wow.
Yeah, she was probably in shock when she seen them, right?
That's
Probably ain't even no no regular Negroes up there.
nah, it can't be.
It's called Ash
Ash Wabanon.
Yeah.
Ash
That's what it's
Wabanon.
called, man. It's a suburb in of Green Bay up there, man. Yeah.
Wow, boy.
The interesting thing about this is that Cinnabon fires her, but she gets $136,000. That's what it was the last time I seen it in donations.
Probably more now.
$136,000 in donations from those who support her. So her action, let's just put that over here on this shelf. Let's think about $136,000 worth of donations, and we know why she was fired from Cinnabon. It was videoed, it was shown to the world. So you telling me that many people is standing in the word that they use in solidarity with her to the point that she was able to raise $136,000.
That's bro. That for you to be that cold with that amount of hatred, they asked for some extra caramel or some extra sauce or whatever, and you just had to right. Jamil say the franchise owners have donated. Probably so. I guarantee you they donated. Look, we're gonna have to let you go, but I'm gonna put a little patch about 3,000.
Like we was talking about Kevin.
Yeah, same thing. Right.
Same type of conversation we had about Kevin.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Severance package.
Yeah, you got to so to be racist, just like the girl that accosted the little so-called African American boy, autistic boy at the park, calling the N-word, raised almost $1 million. What's your boy that went to? What is up with Wisconsin? Ain't that where your man's went to the Black Lives Matter rally and unalived the two people? Cal Rittenhouse wasn't that in Wisconsin?
Yeah, that was up there.
What is going on up there, man? What is going on up there? It seems to be
water. Everybody been talking about Flint water, man. We don't know what's going on in that water up there in Wisconsin. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's stories like this though, that make me agree with that lady. This was a TikTok, and she was sitting down talking to this dude, and she said, "I'm for bringing back the colored only signs." She said, "Bring them back. Let me know where you stand. that I don't have to guess about it
Right.
because whether it was the franchise owner or not, Jamil, or she was just able to raise this much, that lets you know that it's a lot of people out there that hate you.
Yep. Yep.
And they was quick to say it was a Somalian.
Right. But
And we
still.
know right now they the new target. If you've been
Yep.
following the news,
Yep.
if you've been
Yep.
following the news, they the new
Yep.
target, right?
Yep.
That's
Yep.
going on here in America. America always got to have a target, right?
Yep.
And so that's them right now, right? And so, but it's a lot of people out here that hate us, dude.
Yeah.
And I have absolutely no problem with,
Me either.
you know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I I would rather know where and who you are than for you to be masked, got a mask on, walking around, opening the door for me at the nearest gas station. You'll oh hey, how you doing? Come on in. When you really like you black some of a biscuit eater. You know what I'm saying? In your heart. Like I'd rather you say that to me so I'll
right,
know instead of having that in your heart and
right,
opening the door or
right.
you need help with those bags. But it's getting more prevalent in these times. I mean the
It
word
is, man.
our
It really
culture
is.
says that it would, and we can't be deceived about
Mm-hmm.
that. As Mashiach, we allude to that scripture and verse all the time in Matthew 24 because deception will be everywhere and it'll be on all levels. So just look since Charlie Kirk unalivement. Look at all of the hatred that's come out. Who we like surprised, like dang, it's that much. We shouldn't. I'm not
Wouldn't be
surprised. We're not
surprised.
surprised, right?
I think the only people that's disillusioned in this world for real is us as a people as a whole,
As a whole,
because we
you know,
so much want to be included instead of not understanding, dude, how great we are that we
right?
don't need them, and just like just take care of us. Yo,
Us,
we
yeah,
gonna take care of you.
right,
You gonna take care of us. We gonna take care of you. See what I'm saying?
right,
We
right.
take care of each other. I was telling a story the other day. I forgot what I was talking about, but and you're not too far old, too much younger than I am, so you could probably still agree with this. When I was growing up, you know that saying that they say it takes a village to raise a child. I
Mm-hmm.
grew up in that era. Like
Right.
projects that I
Mm-hmm.
lived in, dude, it didn't matter if I was in my front yard or if I was 5 sets of projects over, I still couldn't show my butt, as my mama said, right? Why? Because it was somebody over there that
Somebody.
knew my mama and they was watching me and they was watching all the other kids and they was making sure that we stayed straight, and if you got out of line and if you got disrespectful, that word got back to your parents.
What?
Nowadays it's not like that no more with us because we too busy, social media, and we too busy chasing a bag, we too busy trying to impress people that
Yep.
that we don't even like. We too busy wanting to be in the areas and arenas of white people that we have forgotten that in our law we need to take care of ourselves, man.
That's right. That's right. That's right. You did.
Got back quick, Jamil.
Quick.
It got back
Quick.
quick.
Hey, TR. My mom used to say, TR Marcus, y'all don't be under that underpass riding them bikes, under the bridge where the train track.
Yep,
'Cause that's where a
yep,
lot of homeless people used to leave their stuff and
yep.
needles, and you go down there and fall off the bike. Well, we'll get home from riding bikes, she get off from work. How was that underpass today? Like,
Mm-hmm.
how did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody on their lunch break
Right.
that work with my mama done seen us riding bikes and done just that fast. Couple hours, that's all it takes.
Quick. Yeah.
We don't have that no more.
We don't have that no
We
more.
don't have that no more, man.
We don't have that no more. And as a result of that, man, we have lost sight, and I say this all the time. We have lost sight of our enemy. We
Yep.
don't realize that we have for real enemies in this world, man.
Right.
Don't like us. What does Zechariah say? Oh, nation that is not
Not
Zion.
desire. Come on, you preaching. You preaching.
Nation that
And
is not desired.
it's just I know we got to move on.
You good?
The boldness of the Gentile and heathen rage. They're just bold. Now, a couple years ago, you would be like, with so many videos and cams and video cameras and GoPros that people use wired right to a USB that you can plug in somewhere, and video feed pop right up of somebody doing something racial, or at the pool with some children, some woman hitting on them saying they shouldn't be there. 2 years ago, we was like, y'all don't see these videos. Now they don't care. They
Mm-hmm.
want the videos to roll because, like you said,
Exactly.
there is accountability. Okay, I got fired from my job, but this GoFundMe, I'm a millionaire now.
Right. Right.
Dude, the officer that shot Michael Brown in Louisiana a few years ago, he's a millionaire.
Yep.
He's a millionaire.
Yep.
They martyr these people, make them celebrities.
Yep.
Oh, you got fired from the police department? Don't worry. Here's $2 million.
Yep.
So it's just the
We got
boldness.
you. They doing a complete. They doing what I'm saying that we don't do, which is taking care of they people, man.
Right. That's it.
They taking everybody take care of their people, but us.
That's right.
Everybody take care. Look at the Jewish community. They take care of theirs.
Right. Now, for Carmelo Anthony, we came together. We did. That's like you said, it's not a consistent thing. It's not all the time.
What happened though? We forget it.
Right. We forget about it.
We'll forget about it. We'll move on.
We move on. Move on to something else.
We'll move on to something else, making something else go viral that we shouldn't be standing on top of that gum crates.
Yeah. Before we move on, it says a separate GoFundMe campaign was created by a cousin of the customers to help the couple with legal fees and emotional support. That campaign raised a comparatively smaller amount. That's what we're talking about, around $6,400 as of today. So you take it $6,400 for the Somali couple, opposed to the $137,000 as of today at 5 p.m. for the cave woman.
Oh, yeah. And the whole point of the TikTok was to expose her.
Right.
That she was a racist.
Right.
And that people would know, but instead the TikTok actually
helped her.
Had a reverse effect.
Right.
Had a you know what I'm saying? That was, hey, I'm sure in her mind, she's saying, but that was the best decision that I had ever made.
I can quit. I'm straight for a little while now.
Right.
I got enough money to hold me over until another year or so till this blow over, and I can go fill out an application for another job somewhere.
At another Cinnabon and call some other Somalian nigga and maybe somebody to get my cousin this time to come TikToking since I know it's so lucrative. And I split the funds with them. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do a shake and bake.
Right. Split the funds with them. Hey, man, man. Our topic number 2, man. We talked a great deal about this one, yo.
Oh, boy.
Darren Henderson. She's an Atlanta state representative. For those that are in Atlanta, she represented parts of the Covington and Western Newton County. And she was arrested just last Monday after a federal grand jury charged her with 2 counts of theft of government funds and 10 counts of making false statements. Henderson was scheduled to appear in federal court Monday afternoon, where she was expected to enter a not guilty plea. It is shocking that a public official would allegedly lie to profit from an emergency program designed to help suffering community members, said U.S. Attorney Theodore S. Hertzberg. That last name sound familiar?
You already know. You already know.
Politicians who violate public trust and steal from the needy to enrich themselves will be held accountable. We sit here and we talked about one, not a politician, but he is definitely from the Caucasus Mountains, Brett Favre. Still out there running around free.
Ain't nothing happened.
When it comes to these PPEs,
PPE
these
loans, yeah.
PPE loans, man, I said from the very beginning that it was a setup for Negroes. I really did.
And that's
I
indeed
said,
what it were.
huh?
I said, and that's indeed what it were.
Yeah, that's what
That's
it
what it
was,
were.
man. This was a setup for Negroes. And one of the biggest things that we're gonna come back to Sharon Henderson, of course, because this is what we're talking about. But in general, one of the biggest things that got so many of our people in trouble with it was not the fact that they used it, but the fact that they misused it. These jokers was out there, dude, grabbing millions of dollars and couldn't account for none of it. Couldn't account. It almost remind me in the Bible when they were begging the Most High for meat, and he
Mm,
allowed quail to come up on
mm.
the shore of the beach. And them jokers sat out there and ate quail till it was stuck in their mouth, and they died with quail in between their teeth because they got no discipline.
Just weighing it out. Yeah, greedy.
Wearing it out, right? What I want to talk about with Sharon Henderson is the fact that whenever we hear of somebody going, and I could be wrong, so I'm going to ask you the question. And I'm asking those who are out there, in the chat. Have you heard of anybody white being arrested for PPE loans? Anybody?
And to answer your question, if I have, it's so minimal that you hear about it that it doesn't pop in my mind. It doesn't come to mind. But it makes you think. In politics, we know it's the blue side, red side makes blue and red makes purple. And if it's the left wing, right wing, it's the same eagle. They represent this, they take the same oath. When they swear into office and put their left hand on the Bible and raise their right, they swear to the same eagle, the same flag. It's just a different state in a different city, but it's the same eagle, whether it's left wing or right wing. So with that being said, to answer your question, no, I haven't. And on top of that, is this a setup? Do both sides do it? And caveat one, do we take the oath to be caught and not let them get caught? Or do both sides do it, both black and white, red and blue do it, and then they just come after us? That's the two.
I think it's the third. Because there's no way man. I have watched white people function all my life. And one thing that I know about white people is that they gonna steal.
That's stolen land, stolen country. That's what
They are going to steal. They gonna steal, and then they'll make a law
to come on, man.
to make what they doing. Yeah, this is
Legal.
unlawful, but it's legal. Listen to what I just said. There's a difference. It's unlawful, but it's legal. I did a truth be told the other day on Child Protective Service.
Yeah.
It's unlawful to kidnap, but because it's Child Protective Services, it's legal.
It's legal.
That's what they'll do, man. So you are not going to tell me that ain't no white people took advantage of the PPE loans, man. But every time we hear a story, somebody going to jail, they look like
us.
you and
It'd be us. We did a story last week. Was it last week or the week before on the same something similar?
same thing.
It's crazy that again So what you're saying, Ak, is that there is no way that they're not doing it. They're just not targeted or caught, right? Is that
Just not targeted. They're not targeted, or they're not caught. And if they are being targeted
if
and
they
are being caught, they're not talking about it.
they're not talking about it? Exactly. That's it. Because there is no way. It says she was indicted by a federal grand jury on 2 counts of theft of government funds and 10 counts of making false statements. Do y'all understand, to get an indictment? I remember back in the day in the 90s, a lot of the homies would be October, November. Indictments come out, indictments come out. You get knocked on your door and get pulled in for indictments. Guess what? That means they got pictures. They got you on video making statements. They may have texts. They got back then they got beeper numbers that was calling. So now to make this case, they got emails, they got text messages, they probably got video recordings to build a case. And like Ox said, ain't no way they ain't got that stuff on nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way. No, none of the Caucasian and white folks are doing that. None of them.
Yep.
And their very foundation, when they say, they will tell you this is conquered land, not stolen.
Right.
When you conquer something, that means you lined up on a battlefield and knew each other was getting what they call it in the word. The Philistines was, and the Israelites was dressed in array. That's what they call it. Before on the 2 cliffs, the Philistines and the Israelites. So that means they knew they were going to battle, and the Israelites conquered. And the Battle of Ai. When you sneak somebody, when Plymouth Rock landed here, and you get taught by the natives how to grow corn, how to do this, how to do, and then sneak them, that ain't conquered. That's stolen. They didn't know you were coming.
That's exactly what it was.
So it's the same way. Oh, take this oath, and we're gonna come together and fight for the people. And then I'm over here doing this, and then I'm gonna teach you how to do it, Miss so-called black lady, and then I'm gonna shine the spotlight on you. And I taught you how to steal. Hey, when you get in here, make this up. That's what's happening.
That's what they do.
That's exactly what's happening.
That's exactly what they do, man. Not, and it's not even this on a smaller thing, because I don't even know if you realize what you just said. But what you just said is that when them Congress people, when those Congress people get voted in and they become congressmen and senators and stuff like that,
man,
you have got to do illegals. I don't know how you say it, in order to be trusted. It's almost like if I was I say this all the time, so it must be true. I tell my wife, if I was a patrol, a state trooper, I'd be a dirty cop. I'm saying a state trooper. I say I would be dirty. I'm not talking about a local police. I'm talking about a state trooper who deals with counties. I'm gonna know everybody that sell dope.
Right.
And we about to have some contracts around this. This whole entire county is ours. It's not yours. It's you dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And if you're part of my team, you're gonna have to be on board with what I got going on. Okay. This is the only way that I can trust you. And so when they become senators, don't matter if they on the red or if they on the blue, and y'all don't judge me. What they say, we tell, but we don't judge.
Right.
Yeah. But when they become senators and congressmen, they already stealing large sums of money and taking those large sums of money and taking them to offshore accounts.
Oh, yeah.
The world, the United States can't tax them on it. So here I am, a young politician coming in. I don't know the game. They gonna send 2 or 3 my way.
Right.
Vet me. After I get vetted, they gonna send another one my way to test. Say, you're gonna have to get with the program, homeboy.
Right.
So we looking at a small scale of PPE here.
Yep.
You tell This here is equivalent to I'm a police officer in this city, and you a police in this particular city, and you a police officer in the adjacent city, right? But and we know each other. I come up on you, Ikey, driving and you swerving a little bit. I take you to jail. Oh, I'm gonna help you get home. And this is never going to be talked about. Why is this lady, Senator of Georgia, name in the news for PPE? Because she was targeted. This is what I'm saying, man.
Yep.
This is what I'm saying.
Yep.
The same thing it is with Chauncey Billups and the rest of them. We ain't no way you gonna tell me that Chauncey Billups paying for X-ray vision tables. He the face of this thing, man. Why? Because he black.
Right. It's
Talk
somebody
about
else.
the Italians. Let's talk about the white Italians that's really behind it, that's funding it.
You ain't seen their picture, and ain't gonna see it.
And ain't gonna see it.
They might get one because they hear us complaining, talking about it. So they might get one or two underlying bosses and put get the media, the black media on YouTube and other independent media to hush about it. But other than that, they ain't gonna show them. They're gonna keep showing you Terry Rozier. They're gonna keep showing you Chauncey Billups. They're gonna keep showing what's the dude that played for the Denver Nuggets, his brother. They're gonna keep showing them. They're gonna keep showing them, man.
They say that we remain committed to find those who take advantage of federal programs meant to help those truly in need. You lie, you lie, you lie.
Right.
When have you ever been concerned about those who are truly in need?
Right.
And if you're really committed to finding those that take advantage of federal programs, it ain't nowhere in the world that all of them gonna be black.
And it ain't nowhere in the world that Brett Favre stole from the welfare fund of a whole state.
Come on, bro.
Not just money, he stole from Medicaid and SNAP from the state of Mississippi.
He literally taking food out of hungry baby's mouth.
And ain't did a 1 day in jail. And ain't gonna do nothing. Make that make sense? How was that happening? But again, like you just added, U.S. Attorney Theodore Hertzberg stated that more state lawmakers in Georgia are being investigated for similar fraud. I wonder who.
I wonder what they look like.
Let's keep an eye on this because this another few months go by. We're gonna have to come back on a Wednesday night and do a follow-up live after we go off the air because this is gonna get interesting. I want to see. I'm eager to see who the lawmakers in Georgia that's being investigated for similar fraud.
I don't know. They ended it saying, as we move on, they say nobody is above the law, especially Georgia's elected officials. They meant that. What is Georgia made up of? Us, especially Georgia's elected officials. You know what I'm saying? This indictment should send a clear message that theft of government funds intended for qualified citizens will not be tolerated, man. So yeah, there you go, man. They got the sister caught up, and I'm not saying that what she did was right.
Right. Don't.
When y'all listen to me talk, y'all gotta understand. I do not be condoning wrong.
Right. Absolutely.
But at the same time, there's still a right and a wrong on everything, man. And the things that the people who are in control do. It took me a long time to understand, when people used to say, I couldn't grasp it, but I get it 100% now, that it's impossible for black people to be racist, right? Because we don't have power to be racist. And that's true. I don't have power to control how you live or what type of schools your kids go to or what kind of income you make in your house. But people that do have that type of power, those are the true racists, man, because they can control your everyday life. And that's what we're looking at right here, man.
That's it. That's it.
So that's what we looking at right here. It's time for Beyond Critical Race Theory, man. It's about
Man,
that
it is.
time. Yeah.
One of our favorite segments of the Truth Be Told Flex podcast, where we step into our classroom and learn our past, present, and future. That's right. Let's dive in. Dive into what the world calls beyond critical race theory and what we call beyond critical race and culture facts. With no further ado, let's get it. Yeah, what a great introduction, man, with that I'm blessed from Wonderland playing in the background, man. We got a good one tonight. These are always great, but we're gonna celebrate tonight. Take a step away from our normal On This Day Never Forget series. And today, for our transcendent essential Israelite heritage, also known as Beyond Critical Race Facts, we're going to celebrate the life and the legacy of a guy that I don't know if I've ever heard of this guy, one of our great ancestors. And I want to see if anybody out there has heard of this gentleman, Mr. Thomas Elkins, or for long name, Dr. James McCune Smith Elkins. Thomas Elkins, let's get into it. Thomas Elkins was an inventor, abolitionist, and a trained medical professional. He made an important contribution in 1879 to the development of refrigeration techniques for human corpse, like funerals, since preserving deceased bodies in the 19th century was challenging. He also patented several inventions, household furniture, and items during the latter part of his life. How this refrigeration worked. The device patented on November the 4th, 1879, included a covered trough or container kept at a low temperature by the continuous circulation of chilled water or other cooling fluid through a series of metallic coils. He was doing this in 1879, bro. Come on,
need.
Come on, man. Some of his other inventions. On February the 22nd, 1870, he patented a table that could serve for dining, ironing, and as a quilting frame that gained approval, which is now U.S. patent number 100020. On January 9th, 1872, he also patented the design for an improved chamber commode or toilet. That's U.S. patent number 122518. It combined multiple pieces of furniture into one item and featured a bureau, mirror, bookshelf, washstand, table, easy chair, and earth closet or chamber stool. Oh boy. Dr. James McCune Smith Elkins, or Thomas Elkins, was born in New York in 1818, and he was a trailblazer in medicine and civil rights. He played a significant role in supporting the Underground Railroad in Albany, New York during the 1840s and the 1850s. After studying surgery and dentistry, he established a successful pharmacy in Albany, New York, and offered dental services. His contributions were recognized by the city, appointing him as a district physician. Beyond his medical practice, Elkins was a dedicated abolitionist. He served as the secretary of the Albany Vigilance Committee, a crucial part of the Underground Railroad, assisting enslaved people seeking freedom. During the Civil War, Elkins served as a medical examiner for the 54th and 55th Massachusetts regiments, joining a group of so-called Black volunteers led by Governor John A. Andrew. His commitment to social justice extended beyond the war as he traveled internationally, including missions in Liberia. Elkins died on August 10th, 1900. He was 88 years old, and the cause of death was listed as apoplexy, or better known as a stroke. That's the legacy and life of Thomas Elkins. Man, what a great ancestor, man. I seen that story. I was like, what? This dude was, wow. Yeah.
You're talking about a brother who was trying to make life easy for himself, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right. And with you saying that, I'm glad you brought that up, because I wanted to say, with all that we've been talking about tonight, just look at the topics we've been talking about, how they target us, how we can't even ask for extra caramel or extra cinnamon, and we just imagine what he went through. Being a district physician, having to work on us and them, just imagine the hatred.
Right.
I mean, these are U.S. patents. I just read 2 numbers. Go look them up. He invented it. But you never heard of him.
Never heard of it, brother.
Never heard of it.
I wonder if his family is getting any residuals from these.
Good question.
Good question. We know they will steal.
Come on, man. The stuff we've accomplished and the stuff we still go through this day is just the Most High said it, though. Y'all gonna want, but by the time y'all come up out of this captivity, you will never reject me again.
Man, what you talking about?
You will never reject me again. Never.
It's equivalent to. I told y'all. Was it on here? I was telling y'all about my tickets, how many tickets I had, and
I think so. A while back.
Tell you, so one time I got so many stories, boy. I got pulled over one time in Mesquite, and I had a warrant in Mesquite, and I had a warrant in Hutchins, which is another little suburb outside of Dallas, south of Dallas, right? So, and I used to always tell my wife, I'm just gonna set these things out. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about coming to get me. Don't spend that money. Like, all right. So I did my little time served at Mesquite. Then Hutchins came and got me. And Hutchins jail, dude. Hutchins jail, it wasn't no bigger than this. This office that I'm in was probably bigger than Hutchins jail. I'm talking about where I was. So I called my wife when I got there. You want me to come get you? Nah, I'm good. I'm good. This is gonna be about 2 or 3 days. I'm good. She said, okay. Boy. That night, it was freezing. I did everything I could to stop that AC thing up with toilet tissue. I did everything I could to stop it up.
Boy, it'd be freezing.
Freezing.
Good God.
Didn't work. But when I got there, they brought me, and I wasn't, of course, I wasn't in the truth, but I ain't eat pork either still. I ain't ate pork in many years. When I got there, they brought me 2 biscuited sausages. I said, that's all? They said, that's it. I said, no. So I ain't eat. That sun came up. They brought me 2 sausage bits. Boy, I would hurry up and got on that telephone. Hey, come get me.
Come get me out of here, man. These people try to kill me.
All of that to say what you was talking about with this captivity that we in.
Man, it's crazy.
Come get me. Hey, say, boy, I told her, boy, she just left. I wish she was still here so she could just come here and tell you. I said, baby, they trying to kill me. That's what I told her.
They trying to kill me.
They trying to kill me. Come get me.
That
hey, never go back to Hutchinson again, man.
Boy, don't say that. They were like, Negro, you gonna eat this pork. They'd have brought it to you twice. You gonna eat this.
Come get me, man. Come get me. Yeah,
come on, Pops. Come on back and get me.
Those who have ears, let them hear.
Man.
Those who have eyes, let them see what the Most High has in store for us for real, man. Because hey, they wearing us out for real.
The saints, and that's what it said. They're gonna wear out the saints.
They is wearing us out, man. All right, man.
What else we
We
got?
at 1.5. Check it out, man. We finna
We
start
already.
going into some other stuff first. So in Irving, Texas, I just came across this on the news. I mean, on social media again. And of course, they're not really writing about it, but you know what they say, out of the mouth of two or three of things shall be established.
Mhm.
So I was able to follow up on this, and he might have cried a little bit. Yeah.
Nah, you ain't kidding. You ain't kidding. He did. He come and get me, y'all. I ain't about to.
Yeah.
Nah, you wasn't crying.
But
Nah, I know you wasn't crying. Nah.
I went and I followed up on this thing, man, and it's very true, dude. And so it made me wonder if this is happening in Irving, how many other places is this thing happening? Now, if you follow anything about Freemasonry and Karl Marx and I can't think of Albert Pike, that's his name,
Albert
Albert
Pike.
Pike, and some of the writings that he have. He would tell you how these wars,
We're gonna
these
be
world
set up.
wars was going to happen. And he'll also let you know who the enemies were going to be. And one of the enemies that he actually talked about was the Muslims. Okay?
Yep.
Was the Muslims. Now, in Irving, Texas, right? Little suburb right there around Dallas, more specifically in Valley Ranch, where the Dallas Cowboys used to be at. Valley Ranch is Irving, but they kind of like secluded it because that's where the Cowboys was, right? So it's actually Irving, but they call it Valley Ranch, and it kept that name even after they left Valley Ranch. More specifically there, they have bought up to, I think, about like 400 or 500 acres. Muslims bought like 400 or 500 acres of land out and have built all 100% Muslim communities. Now, I haven't seen this for myself with my own two eyes. Like I said, this is something that was brought to my attention, and I did some research, and yeah, it looked like it might be true. I got a little video of
Controversy tonight over a proposed Muslim community, and it's proposed for an unincorporated part of Collin County. It's right near Josephine. Several state investigations have been launched into this project and the Plano Mosque that it's also tied to. Amelia McGavro has been following it. She takes us inside today's public meeting where dozens of people spoke out.
Transparency, accountability, and respect for the rule of law. Epic City fails on all three.
A 4.5-hour meeting at Collin County Commissioner's Court, giving North Texans their first chance to share their comment on Epic City, a proposed Muslim community that includes 1,000 homes, a mosque, a community college, and more, all across 400 acres near Josephine. But many of the speakers opposing the plan.
This is not about Islam. It's about Sharia law.
To allow a new group to claim and execute a 400-acre segregated city is the height of insanity.
Some showing support.
These individuals deserve fair treatment and real representation. We must advocate for an inclusive Texas.
Monday's meeting comes after the state launched 5 different investigations into Epic City, as well as the East Plano Islamic Center, which is heading the project. The latest investigation announced Monday by Governor Abbott, saying he has directed the Texas Rangers to investigate Epic and any affiliated entities for potential criminal activities.
So I think this is just adding more fuel to the fire, and I'm not happy about that.
Representative Salman Bajani is the first Muslim elected official in Texas and says this is a violation of religious freedom.
I'm a real estate attorney.
I want to stop there for a minute. We talk about all of these foreign politicians, have we not?
Yeah.
Now we are about to start seeing the problem with all of these foreign politicians in these seats. How can a Muslim politician represent me, or even a white person as far as that's concerned, or even a Mexican as far as that's concerned? Who do you think his allegiance is to?
It's the takeover, man. That's why Albert Pike wrote. This is what he wrote in the 1800s, early 1900s.
1800s, man.
That's what he wrote. He said this was going to happen. they're gonna infiltrate. They've infiltrated the government, and it's the U's. Y'all know I can't say the name. The JE Dubs, the small hatters. They're the ones funding it because they're the ones in proxy in secret letting it happen, because they know that most Americans, which is code for YTs, they know they're gonna have most is gonna have an issue. Like in the video you saw, out of the 4 people, 3 of them had an issue. The one dude was like, "Nah, this is America. Ain't this what the Constitution says?"
Right.
But like you said, the issue is it's the. I want to be careful how I say this. It's the first foundations of a hostile takeover. This is not going to end well.
It's not going to end well. It's not going to end well. Think about.
Yeah, go ahead. Now the serpent is subtle at first. He snuck up on Kua or Eve in the garden, but then in Revelation, like I say all the time, he a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
So he's been a serpent, but now he about to be a dragon, and a dragon, he ain't gonna care how he get. Look, this thing about to come to a head. Go ahead, out.
And this here is Epic City. I was talking about Irvin, which is on the other side of Plano, right? Plano is north. Irvin is more west of Dallas. Same general area, but there's 2 different places I was talking about. I mentioned Irvin. This place actually has a name, which is called Epic City. So they have it's like a judicial area, man. Epic City in Collin County, man. 402 acres, 40 minutes outside of Dallas, north of Dallas in Collin County, man. And so they got their own schools, they got their own Islamic mosque and all of this type of stuff. And so, bro, you got to think what the Ak just said is so very true. This is a hostile takeover, and it is not going to end well. I want you to imagine an entire neighborhood of Muslims. Now they have traditions where they pray every day, about 3 times a day.
3 times a day, morning, noon, evening. Yep.
You think about a whole community of Muslims shutting it down in the middle of the streets if they decide that's what they want to do. Pull out their rugs and start facing towards the east, bowing down
to the sun.
I want you to visualize that.
That's gonna be a sight to see. You Israelites and y'all, we gonna really have to be humble to not, because you gonna want to be like, yo, you gonna want to pop off. You're gonna want to pop off. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna want to be like, nah, y'all can't just come over here and do this. And they're gonna be like, yeah, we can. We bought this land, we purchased it. If you want to go another way, like you said, this is our street. Go around, go another way.
You really ain't got no business being up in there because it's theirs.
There you go.
All the children in the school are Muslims, mosque, all of the neighborhoods, the houses and everything. I think about what we're saying, man. This is insane.
It's crazy. It's crazy. And you know what? You know how they justify it? Y'all come to Iraq and Iran have been doing this for years. You got American suburbs over there. You got Jewish suburbs over in Iraq and Baghdad. You got outside of this 40 miles outside of Baghdad, just like Epic, you got a whole 500 acres of suburbs that they don't show on TV of just white Americans.
Yep.
So they're gonna be like, so why can't we do it here?
Why come we can't do it here?
And what we gonna be able to say?
And the problem, and this is the problem right here, these foreign politicians.
Iman Omar.
I know a lot of developments in North Texas exactly mimic this. There's nothing illegal about that. If they want to do that, like I said, this is something that we should be protecting in the state of Texas, not demonizing.
Epic representatives also sharing their side, assuring county leaders their plan is open to anyone and will follow local, state, and federal law.
The idea for Epic City came from the idea of building a master plan neighborhood that would be for all generations.
Commissioners also sharing their concerns, making the future of the project even more uncertain.
This is not about building a place of worship or attending a place of worship. This is about the vision of building a housing development that would limit access and control housing opportunities.
No Epic City plans have been submitted to the county yet. Therefore, no decision was made about the project, nor has there been a meeting set to discuss the project any further as of right now. In Collin County, I'm Millie McGovero, CBS News, Texas.
So we go to the city and ask for our own city.
Bro.
Are they gonna fight? I mean, all blacks. We want all black schools.
They ain't gonna have to fight. They'll cut funding. They'll cut the irrigation system planning. They'll cut all that. We wouldn't even be able to get started. And then have us fighting each other about it. Next thing you look up, it's 6-7 years later and ain't no work been done.
Hey, the ground ain't even been broke.
Ground ain't even been broke. And we look up and 6-7 years unpassed and we still planning. We'll be the next Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
The Marcus Garvey. I say it again. Send your cash out for the Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass Academy. Boy, you've been saying that since 1997. Where is
it at? Hey, what brick?
We ain't seen a kid walk in or out. What's going on? The Marcus Garvey Frederick Douglass Academy. I say it again. I'll be like, boy, you starting to sound like Jesse Jackson.
Yes, indeed.
But yeah, man, that's kind of scary. But to answer your question, if we just say Magic Johnson, LeBron James, Byron Allen, Morgan Freeman, all 20, just Shaq, D.L. Hughley, Stephen A. Smith, just say they all set aside their differences. Say it's 50 to 100 black brothers got $1 million apiece, and we want to buy 500 acres in New Mexico and build our own schools, our own hospitals. White folks ain't having that, bro. They have our own university, more HBCUs that we run, hospitals, movies that we run.
You keep your eye of
airports that we run.
This is some type of an agenda. Don't know. I'm not gonna claim that I know what type it is, but it's some type of an agenda because when have you ever known white people to even for anybody
advocate for this?
And this is during a time where ICE is rounding up foreigners, getting them up out of here. You telling me that you got enough foreigners to build a whole daggum community called Epic Center, man? Look,
not just 100 acres, not just 70, 500
acres. That's a whole sub community.
That's a whole community.
Schools, teachers. So let's just say, and I'm not saying, let's just say that these are radicals. They're no longer schooling to be radicals over there to where they have to travel over here for their radical. They right here now.
Right here.
Training their radicalism to their children. Right here. Think about that. And if you got something like this going on in Texas, you don't think that it's going on somewhere else at the same time?
We just said, on one hand, Somali Muslims are being targeted. President Trump just said, look, we don't want you here. Go back to your country.
Right.
Then you got the cash fund from the Cinnabon girl. Those were Somali Muslims.
Right.
Now you got this going on. So on both sides of the coin, you got angst, but then you got promise. And then again, like you just stated, what you just said is profound. I hope everybody was listening. When was the last time white Americans actually went to a city council and put together proposals and read off the advantages of this? It never happened.
Never.
They'll be normally holding pitchforks and torches like, we ain't going for this. Now they're advocating. What's going on? What is up? Something's up. Something is up. I smell a rat.
White people do not like to be left out of nothing. You telling me you want to build a community to where we can't come, to where my kids can't come?
Bro, that's something.
These jokers got money. Did you see that, Lane?
Yes. Yes. And look, y'all sleep on these Muslims if you want to. This Jonah be in plan and they'll have it almost up by 2033.
What are you talking about?
The next 6-7 years, you'll be like, darn, this is an actual place.
Go to Walmart and they gonna have some stuff on the bread that you ain't gonna be able to read.
You'll hear
walk up in the Walmart and they go, you know how they do, they have the little music going on.
Yeah.
The other night jamming Michael Jackson at our Walmart. You gonna walk up in the Walmart, you gonna be hearing sight. You
be like, darn, manyanan, what is
hey? Y'all keep playing with these Muslims, y'all want to.
Listen, they will have this joint up and running in a few years.
Cars gonna be coming out the daggum. Cars gonna be coming out the daggum. Plant coming out the plant with the steering wheel on the opposite side.
I'm telling you, we be driving.
Gonna flip the freeways on.
I am driving on the wrong side, buddy. You're not right. We're not give you a ticket here. We chop your foot off. You be like, what?
You keep messing with these Muslims if you want to, man.
Yeah, they ain't playing around, bro. But that's something we gotta keep an eye on, though.
This next one, got me. I ain't gonna lie. This one here got kind of put me in a had me in my feelings, man. Anybody know Shia Yeshua? No, I'm a burger man. Boy, I love me some burgers.
Yes,
like, boy, I sell you out for a burger. Not literally, but I love me some burgers. And well, you know, I've been already starting to trying to change up my diet and how I eat. And all praises to the Most High. I've been doing a whole lot better. But I got down a rabbit hole that kind of messed me up. And this is one video that this is just one video that I came across out of several of them, and they was just making so much sense to me, to the point to where it got me second guessing now if I ever want to eat another hamburger again.
This for thousands of years, since down to Adam's time. We take the children of our enemy, which is the white race, and we bring them to the basements in the synagogues, where we drain the blood and watch them die there. We mix it with the Passover bread, and so we eat the blood of our enemies. And the bodies, we give them to the slaughterhouses, and those are pounds and pounds and pounds of meat that we grind up in the sausage and the hamburger, and that's why we made those the most popular things, sausage for breakfast and hamburger for lunch. And so all the goyim out here are really eating their children. And even when we say this outright and tell you people, you don't believe it.
I don't know, he called them goyim.
You call them goyams.
God. Woo, that's heavy.
So the question I'm asking, I'm not asking do you think it's true or not. The question I'm asking is how plausible is it? That's the question I'm asking.
I mean, you heard him say, he said, we sit right here and outright tell you that we're doing this, and you he said, you don't believe us, we'll tell you. So it's very plausible that look how many children and even adults come up missing every year. And here's a kicker. Here's a kicker though. We don't never you got to think about this. It ain't like the kidnapping numbers ever go down from year to year. It's always going up. Think about that.
Right.
It ain't like multiples are found each month. It's always one person found, but now you got another 30 missing that ain't found in years. So again, it makes what he's saying plausible. It makes
Makes it very plausible. I'm
because
looking for that
what he said, the key word he said, we do this to the children of our what? Our enemies.
Our enemies.
And it's in their Talmud. It's in there. This is what they talk about this stuff, man.
Yep. Yep.
Go read.
It made me for real start second guessing hamburgers, man.
Yeah, for real.
And I would not have second guessed it if it wasn't for the curse that's in Deuteronomy 28. I'm looking for it right now, what verse it is. I know it's in Deuteronomy 28, but it's what verse is it? I thought I had it somewhere, but I don't. It's one of my curses, man. Let me see if I can find it. Deuteronomy 28. What verse is it? What verse is it? Daughters. Man. Where is it at? I could have swore that I had it in my deal, but it actually tells us that curse actually say that we will be eating our sons and daughters, man. It's in Deuteronomy 28. If anybody here know exactly where it's at.
I want to say
53. There it is. Found
28:53.
Yep. 28:53. Thou shalt eat the fruit of thy own body, the flesh of thy sons, and the daughters, and thy daughters, which the Most High giveth thee, in the siege and in the straightness, in the siege and in the straightness, wherewith thine enemies shall distress thee. In the siege, meaning in time of war, and hostile, in the straightness, meaning in time of peace. But it's saying that these are what you're going to be doing. When I read the Bible, I always tell myself, okay, so the Most High say that these things are going to happen, or this here is what you're going to be doing, but he never really explained how it's going to happen.
Come on.
So if you just normally read that the way that we think, you'll be thinking that people are going to be taking their kids and chopping them up and putting them in a cauldron and boiling them and eating them or whatever, right? No.
Right.
You just got through talking about the dragon that used to be a snake, and the snake is now a dragon. What better way to get you to fulfill this prophecy than to grind it up? You got to think, when you eat a hamburger, do you think that ground meat that you eating came from just one cow? Just think about this thing.
Right.
You go buy two and a quarter pound of ground meat from the store, and it's come in that package, and it's all pink and wrapped up in that plastic. You think that's all meat from one cow? Just no. That's meat from several different cows.
Might be a few.
You understand what I'm
saying? You could be eating different ground up from a few hundred.
From a few hundred cows. We know for a fact, I done seen enough mafia movies that when they off one of they boys, they will put that boy in a
meat grinder. Yep.
In a wood chipper or a meat grinder and make sausages out of them.
Yep. That's why you think they never ever found Jimmy Hoffa.
Come on now.
They put his tail in the meat grinder.
Say, look,
eyeballs and everything.
Look, man. I was looking at this, man, and I was saying to myself, this is plausible.
It's plausible.
Believe it. It wasn't one of them, man. I believe that. Because this is what we know about McDonald's. What do we say about McDonald's? What we say that McDonald's get children that have been, and this is where they take
deceased, right?
And the evidence pointed to that.
Yep.
So now I got to start thinking to myself, is it just exclusively McDonald's? It's like I told my wife, with McDonald's is a big enough organization to where they could take the bad publicity and keep ticking.
Keep ticking. 55 million
sold. Last time you seen a McDonald's drive-through line empty?
You ain't. When the last time you seen one close down? I'll wait. You ain't seen one, right?
They can take that hit, that bad publicity.
Yep.
That was a scary thought. When I came across that, man, I was like,
it's plausible. Like you said, we ain't saying, oh, it's true, we believe. No, you saying that has a good chance of happening. It could happen.
Could happen.
Could be happening, man.
We could be eating.
Yep. And this is why I know a lot of y'all saying, oh, it's easier said than done. Listen, this is I don't know if my wife, I think she's still on her and my daughters. This is maybe our 3rd year of growing. And I mean, each year we learn planting our own crops. I mean, our kales, our greens, our cucumbers, our squash, our zucchini, our watermelon. We haven't perfected it, but if push comes to shove, folks, start a little small garden in the backyard on the side of the house. You ain't got to go big yet.
Right.
I be seeing Ak all the time. Ak be on IG or X and Twitter and Facebook posting his watermelon, his salads, his greens. Man, listen, we got to start eating like this. I like Ak say, I love me a good hamburger.
Man,
I love it. But here in the past few years, hey, my wife throw on some broccoli and zucchini, throw some mixed ash on them, and now I eat it, and we eat.
And I'm learning how to make. I'm learning how to make these bean burgers.
Yeah,
I'm gonna learn how to make burgers out of nuts like pecans, and you know what I'm saying. I'm about to start messing with that here soon. The mushrooms, dude. Mushrooms are phenomenal. Do you understand me, man? You can take a mushroom and boy,
that don't taste like it look like chicken or beef.
Yeah.
You can take a lion's mane. My wife take a lion's mane and cut that joint in like quarters and throw it on some greens and some dressing and a couple of tomatoes, cucumbers, and pepper and salt.
You know what I'm saying?
You got you a good salad.
Yeah, man. So I just wanted to bring that to the people because I really do think that that we should be at least aware of it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great way to put it.
At least be aware of it, man, because I would not put it past them. And this is the thing too. If you listen to that video, it said that we would take them to the mosque. Think about all of these Muslim communities that's coming up. You know what's gonna be in every last one of them? Mosques
and synagogues. Boy.
Right outside your neighborhood. Right outside your neighborhood. And if they got their own judicial system, that means that if you living in Irvin, I'm dealing with Irvin and Valley Ranch now. If you living in Irvin and this is Valley Ranch where they at, Irvin PD don't have no jurisdiction up in there.
No jurisdiction. And you commit a crime while passing through or staying there for a little bit, you commit a crime there.
Their laws is gonna be a little bit different.
That Sharia law, you mess around and steal something, slap on the wrist and a fine 40 minutes up the road is a hand chopped off or a foot chopped off or 15 years in jail for stealing a sweater. Like they don't play with that stuff, man.
It's not gonna play with it. Don't think you finna talk to their women.
Bruh. That's this. And again, don't sleep. Because it's about to be 2026 in the Gregorian sense. We know our New Year is March, April, but it's about to be 2026. Y'all, 5 years ago by quick. It'll be 2031 before you know it. And we'll be doing this story like, look, they done built. They got 350 acres already built. They got 3 universities, 30 elementary schools, an airport. This will be a whole different story soon.
Yep. All of us will be without a job, and it ain't because of AI.
Right.
It ain't because of AI. It's been real.
Man, it's 2 hours already. God,
already. Go by fast, man.
Yeah.
Go by fast.
Man, it's crazy to think we only got 3 more shows, man.
3 more shows, yo.
Wow.
Yeah. 3 more shows, man. Yep. I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna miss it. but I'm enjoying it at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna miss the people. This has been great for me, man. I've done a lot of growing too, man. Most sides allowed me to do a lot of growing. Without this, there's a lot of stuff that I wouldn't have known that I do know now. I met great people, which is you, your family.
Absolutely. Yeah. Man,
So
the time we've spent at the events we've been a part of, F3 and coming to Texas for the drip and sip, man, that's like
and it's gonna be some more.
Absolutely.
The show just ended. We gonna keep it moving, bro.
Absolutely.
But yeah, man, we finna get up out of here. We love y'all. We thank y'all for being a part of this here. And
Where's that?
did you hear it? I didn't hear it.
I heard it.
Okay, then. Okay. Yeah. That being said, we are out of here. Shalom, fam. Shalom.